Howdy y'all, Bourbon86X here, and welcome back to Arrakis. So, if you recall on our last episode, we did a couple of things. We got a sand bike, and we also completed the trooper training, which gave us new abilities to learn as we progress on our adventure on the planet Arrakis. So today, let's pull up the HUD, and you see we're moving on. We need to move on from the starting region. However, before we do that, we need to take care of something else. So we need to, let's pull up the contracts, scrap metal. So we need to deliver a sand bike engine and 2 treads to Griffin's Reach. And the reason we want to do that is because we're going to get, one, a improved cutter ray, and 2, we're going to get a sand bike booster and a sand bike inventory, which will both of those will greatly help us in our transition to the next area of the game. So that being said, I was just out gathering materials. Let me drop off some things really quick, and let's see. Okay, so I need to drink some water and see if I can deposit any blood, but both banks are full. But first I need to make some more copper. Let's go ahead and get that started, and let's jump over here. So we're going to need an engine and 2 treads. So we can go ahead and get the engine started. Okay. And while we're waiting for that, I'm just going to kind of take a quick inventory. So I also want to get a litter john made. I don't think I've done that, so let's learn that schematic. So with these purple schematics, as you can see, upon using this item, you will obtain 1 Imperial permit for a Hajra Litterjohn MK1. So if I lose this, if I get eaten by a worm and lose all my inventory, it's gone. And we also have one for the Emperor's Wings, but I'm just going to go with this one right here. I kind of really like this. It really helps when you're protect you from fall damage. But let's see what else we have. So not much. Definitely want to take the spice infused copper dust, some of this crafting materials, and I probably want to also mine some granite, because on the save that I play just for my own personal enjoyment, I find it harder in the second area to find granite. I mean, it's there, and you could definitely find enough. But let's take the engine. Let's crap. However, I don't know. It's just me. I find it more difficult to find. Maybe I'm crazy. In fact, let's go ahead and put on our mask. I think there's a granite right here, and the reason I need this is we're going to need to do a little base across the way. Go ahead and claim an advanced subfief. Completely botched that. Oh, we got there eventually. And kind of stake our claim. And I'm kind of concerned about that because as you know, I'm doing this as a series, so I'm not playing through the game at my own pace. I'm just kind of playing as I'm able to record footage and edit a video. So I'm kind of worried about, how much space is left, or at least good spots. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's see. Let's hop on our bike. And let's get going. Let's get this show on the road. And I do see our first pit stop here. Because I do need some fuel cells as well. Okay, let's continue on. Let's see if we can make it across this little gap without getting harassed by a worm. Yeah. Let's just scoot across this little area too. See some granite up here, so I'm going to grab that really quick. Also, I think I need to heal. Do it for now. Okay. Lots of granite here. I just realized I completely forgot to craft that litter john, so hopefully by the time I get back to base to craft the other things I need. Do I actually have an inventory on this thing? Let's see if inventory I do. But I don't know. I think the one we're gonna get is a bit better. And either way, we need that cutter ray. Okay. Contracts, scrap metal, deliver items, deliver, contact issuer. Yes, these will do nicely, and I trust you can put these sandbite components to good use. Thanks for all your efforts, friend. If we ever meet face to face, I'll buy you a spice spear. Take care out there. Okay. Alright, sweet. And I am really excited about this Sims cutter. It's very, very handy. So I'm not sure it did. So yeah, with the inventory, so it does have it has more slots and a bigger higher volume. Okay, and the booster is really handy when you have worms on. But that takes care of that. And let's also, while we're here, almost forgot, let's pick up the House Harkonnen contract, which we will need soon enough. Okay. Alright, so let's hop back on our trusty bike and head back to base and get ready to move. So what I'm going to do is I am going to head back home, and I will bring you back shortly when I get there. See you soon. Alrighty, home sweet home. So, before my poor memory fails me, or my memory fails me, I guess. Anyway, let's do that litter john. So we can do one. Okay, so we need to do some research. Okay, we've done that. So, recycler, cutter array, and K1s, replicator. Huh. I've already researched the advanced build. I don't think I have. Basic constructor kit. Crazy. Okay, so I'm guessing it's gonna want me. Is it gonna want me to drive there first? It's been a while since I've done this. Not that long, but is it gonna want me to drive there before it shows up? It's kind of strange. You think it would appear here? Recycler, cutter array. It's not an iron item. Oh, it is an iron product. Interesting. So, I guess we need to just travel there and get some iron and then come back here to make it. Or... okay, it's locked because we need to... okay. So... okay, so yeah, just salvage metal. But we're still gonna have to come back here, right? Okay, so let's get our loader John and let's top it off. And let's also deposit some blood. Okay. And let's refuel our bike. So I guess I can just place a normal console over there and then remove it and place it in advance. That way we can at least claim a place over there. Because I'd hate to drive all the way over there and then come back without doing that. Yeah, we can do that. That's strange though. I don't seem to I seem to remember when on my other save. Anyway, let's stop talking. Let's just do it. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Okay, I got my loader John, so I don't really need to top my motor off. Okay. Open sesame. Open. Gonna feel like Austin Powers here in a second, trying to get stuck. Alright, let's just see what happens. Let's head over there. I do, however, want to see... I should have done this in the base. I can't remember if I made... okay, I did. So, since we are not carrying that many items right now, let's pull out the welding torch. And let's detach the inventory. Detach. Detach. Okay. And now let's assemble the booster. Okay. 5, and let's go. Let's go. Okay, so crossing the gap. This is the first time we're going to be crossing a very big patch of open desert where the sandworm becomes a real threat. So my preferred, there's many places you can do it, some, you know, not too advisable. Some safer than others. My preferred place is right up here near Griffin's Reach. And I'll show you why in just a second when we get there. Okay. So as you can see, there's a big worm there. I guess a small worm in this game. Big to me. It's a tiny little Harkonnen human. Okay, so as you can see, there's lots of dunes on Dune. But this place is relatively flat. I feel like this gives you the best chance, and I feel like I don't see any worm now, so we are going to go ahead and try it. But you got that rocky outcrop over there. And so, nice flat piece of desert. You can kind of keep an eye out for worm sign. And you have this, like right there. There's a big boy. Alright, so let's stop here. Okay, so we made it across the, we also opened the, unlocked the second trial of Akil, which we will be doing in a future episode. So let's see, let's research the advanced construction kit. Okay. There it is, unlocked now. Confirm. So that's going to give me the Chome facility set and the advanced subview. So we can do it without actually making anything. I don't know why I was thinking we needed to. So let's pull out our, just a big old brain fart construction tool. And let's get some salvage metal while we look for a placement. First of all, I'm going to grab a bit of this iron with my new tool. So in order to do iron, you do need a more advanced cutter ray. From my understanding, the starting cutter ray will not break apart iron, so you're kind of limited to picking up the scraps. You want to get some to take back to our old base just before we abandon it. Where did I leave my bike? Here we go. Alright, so let's see if we can find some scrap metal. I should have brought some with me. I thought I had more on my person, but it shouldn't be too difficult to find. So me personally, I like to build my base. There's some scrap metal right there. Over around that rocky island right there. It's a good place, but as I said earlier in the episode, I'm kind of concerned that all the good places are going to be taken. But we'll make do with what we can find. Right. Okay, so how much do we have enough? So okay, got enough now. Is that an advanced? No, it's a standard. R utilities advanced. So yes, we just need 40 and we have enough. Okay, so back on our bike. Let's keep out of that solder car. Spotlight. And so before we go across there, real quick, you want to avoid these red patches. I think one is drum sand and a different pattern is, let's get out of here, is quicksand. You definitely want to avoid the quicksand, but you also, oh, I'm on drum sand now, see? Oh, this is going to be, so drum sand, yeah, let's see if we can probably get across here. Let's just boogie woogie woogie before a worm comes. Do not do like I am and go across drum sand. Okay. Alright. So this might be a good place for a base. It's relatively flat. Yeah, I think this will do. It's pretty cool. I don't know. Let's kind of take a little. This may be the place I'm going to do. Let's just take. I don't want to waste everybody's time. I'm just going to take a quick little scoot around. Look at that. That's a really cool base. Somebody's flying on ornithopters. That's really cool. I dig that. I just want to make sure I'm close. So I think I am. I think this is kind of around the same place I have my base in my, I'll just call it my single player save, even though everything is online in this game. So I think I'm going to take that little spot. That's a nice little spot. Nice and flat. Of course I see granite right away when I was just talking earlier how it's so difficult to find over here. But this is a nice little flat place. So let's hop off our bike. Let's take a drink of our recycled moisture. And let's do an advanced subvief. Kind of want to. This is perfect. Okay. Alright, so next thing we want to do is bring up. I don't want to do a trade because I'm not sure. Should we do a chum base? Observer wall. Let's just do foundation. Okay, so I want to kind of get into the flat area here. And no, I don't want to rotate it. I want to raise it up. Okay, so we're not going to do anything fancy just yet. I just want to build a little place, get a generator, maybe get a couple of items I'm going to be needing, and then I can expand it when you guys aren't watching. Just going to move this here. Go back to build. Okay, I think this will be fine for now. Yeah, this will be fine. Alright, so let's go over to special. No, I need inclines. Let's put let's actually put this here. Oh. There. Now let's go to inclines. Some stairs here. Right. And let's do a little porch. Was this the chum set? Yes. And let's start doing walls. Okay. Like I said, I'm just gonna throw up a quick little. Oh, we need granite. Okay, so I'm gonna go hunt some more granite, and I'll bring you guys back as soon as I find some. All right, see you soon. Brought you guys back for this really quick.
You might have seen my little pyrotechnics display, Off-Worlder, but whether you did or not, the long and short of it is that I must go, and quickly. The Sardaukar have my scent, and the Emperor's hounds are not known for their mercy. I do not know when we will meet again.
Alright, welcome back. So let's see if we can get this base finished up. Okay. Rounded roof. It's on the Chum facility. Is there a roof corner? There we go. And ran out of stuff again. Such is life. I thought I'd found enough nodes, but no luck. Let's see if we can pop around this corner if we can see any. Ah, there we go. I really do think 2 would be enough to finish it. Maybe even 1. See how much I get off this. Level up. 88. I think that'll be enough. Because we just need to do a couple of ceiling pieces. And I could fill out the rest of the base. Prove it on my own time when you guys aren't. But I'm not trying to entertain a captive audience. Right. So just need like a. Did not have it. I guess I'll have to switch over to the Chum shelter. So I don't see like this piece is the angled roof. A little mix and match will not hurt us right now, like I said. Roof piece, there we go. Boom. Alright, so here is our little starter base. Now we just need utilities, and let's power generator, stick it in the corner right here for now. Okay, and let's get some power. Let's see if we can do blood refinery. And hopefully, well, we can't do a storage, but hey, actually we can, because there is some scrap metal right outside our door. Should do it. Oh, that looks funny. Definitely gonna have to fix that. Okay. And let's just stick a couple of these over here by the door. Alright, cool. Alright, folks, so this episode we completed our the scrap metal contract, and we got an advanced cutter array. We also got some MK2 parts for our bike, including a booster and a upgraded storage container for the bike. And then we made our very first journey across the gap. So I think I'm gonna call it there. There's a lot to do in between episodes just to kind of get us ready for our adventures in the second region of the map. And I am so I will see you guys back on Arrakis soon. If you're enjoying this content, please make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Any support means the world to me. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope y'all all have a great rest of your week, and take care. Peace out, y'all.